is that each sag mill, this is right. This is for a low load. So in this sag mill, right, what happens is that diamond ore goes in, but like 5 pieces of diamond ore. Say you've got a mining trip, you've got 5 pieces of diamond ore. Then on that same mining trip, you get 25 pieces of iron ore, right? So this is actually realistically what you would get, right? Then on that same mining trip, we'll just say with silk tuxture and we've got a stack of coal ore, because that probably works well in the segment anyway, right? You actually got less than 1% chance for diamond. Okay. So what you might think then, in terms of capacitance, right, is that this has only got 5 pieces to go. So if we just use a basic capacitor, well, it's not even letting me put it in. I guess I need some power first. I may get rid of some of these mob. I've got like rough mobs and mow creatures in it. There's not necessarily much point. I'm just going to do this. Okay, so that's going to fill out the buffers, right? What I'm going to do is actually just stop the processing for now. Is there not a... There is no, like, no. Let me just get rid of everything in here. So a good way to do that is just have a chest with some iron conduits in the back. And I'll just make this one insert. Activate. Activate. So this should all this stuff should be empty, right? What happened there? Okay, so we've got all that crap in there. I will go back to ICTs, just not at the moment. Okay. Okay, so if we look at this, right? This is good to get a little bit of basic power, right? What if you put it on like that? Nothing. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So this is good to get a little bit of basic power, and I may even just get rid of it because I didn't really actually even think about this. It's just something that happened at the beginning. But what you want to do is you want to have some generators, right? Not that generator. We'll just do the Sterling, right? That's going to annoy me. Let's just put it one further out like this. Okay. So we've got. So what I was saying, right? Why can't I put capacitors in? What? Sorry, what? And this is changed. This is. That's really weird. Oh wait a minute, it was always like this. No, you could always put at least a basic in, couldn't you? That's like kind of funny, isn't it? I guess you never really ever think about putting a basic. Sure, you could put a basic in. What can you put a basic in then? Nothing. Is it really just a bloody crafting recipe? No, it's not. I'm sure you can put basic capacitors into this stuff. 100% you could. It's funny, that tooltip though, isn't it? It makes me think that it doesn't go in. I may have to roll back and use an older version of Ender. I don't know. I don't like that change, to be honest. I mean, it's not very good for this, is it? Because I've just set things up in a completely the wrong way then. What am I going to do about that? You know what? I guess there's another way to do it, which is just have no capacitor, and then double, and then... Yeah, that's going to be how I have to do it, right? Because I wasn't really planning on that, obviously. And then this, and we'll do the same thing here, right? So I'd like to be able to see if I can get some kind of redstone control over this stuff. That's going to be the aim for this, right? So you can be a double, and you can be you. And again, we're going to do the power lines. So here's the point of this. The point of this, right, is that eventually stuff's going to start getting. So we're going to put. Yeah, well, I don't need to cover it up too much at this point. So you are full, so you should be outputting power, please. The fuck? You're full, you're full. You're all empty. There must be a... Sorry, what? I don't like this thing down here. Okay. Remember, dealing with generators. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way. Right. So the aim of this, right, is to use the power monitor. And what I want to do is I'm going to obviously want to dump stuff into a chest, and it's going to process the diamonds in here, right? So that's going to be it. So that's the first thing to say about that. We're going to want to. This is going to actually get pretty annoying pretty fast. This, but anyway. Okay, haven't gone into this for a while. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do it now on this, and yeah, so we're going to need item conduits. Going down the line, right? Could actually put a chest here, couldn't I? Obviously these things don't really matter, but so do extract always active on that one. You can be insert. We're going to want diamond ore on this one, right? What does the counting filter even do? Let me look. I've got to look at this. I have really not seen this before. I'm super curious about it. How does it count the items? How does it count the items? Or I just do it like this, do I? Oh, you do. I could do this sticky mode as well. So 7 iron ore. Insert into this inventory 7 iron ore. See what happens. Immediately went, didn't it? Is this going to stay at 7? That's the question I wonder. It does. Nice, okay. Here's the thing, right? When you're looking at the output, it's easy to say let's have the same chest for the output as the input, right? But what is the point of that? That's what I'm wondering. What is actually the point of that? And to be honest, I'm not sure there is a point. Because to me, especially when you look at the output here, I mean, this stuff is all over the place, right? You may just want to have loads of cobblestone. Probably going to want to smelt these guys. going to want to just keep that, right? So if you look at it like that, well, that's what that was from. Yeah, this is not actually the right thing in here, but for me, I don't feel that having it seems interesting to have an output, especially the problem is if you make it more complicated, there's actually no benefit to having an input and output chest on the same line. So what I'm going to do is not do that. I'm just going to say like I'll just make this an insert chest. Yeah. Because what's the point, right? So this will just keep these chests empty. Wait. What? You should be empty. Did I change this to input by mistake? Oh yeah, there's a thing you can do. There we go. Okay, so cool. So what's the power monitor going to do? That's a good question, isn't it? So I'm going to want to send this to have very difficult tasks, right? I'm not too worried about the output in a sense. What I am worried about is the power usage. So honestly, at this point, this thing is actually also pointless. I don't need it here. It may become more useful, but I want to just do something basic at the moment. And the basic thing is this, right? Let's overload the system. I want to make sure basically this system is chugging for power, right? I feel like with what I've put in, like this, let's put in, we'll definitely put in a load of coal and a load of iron. Is that what I did? Iron and coal, right? Oh, I've set this filter up. Oh, I didn't set the filters up yet, did I? That's a good point. Okay, luckily though, because of the way I've done it now, this is not going to be a huge problem. Where are all these pickaxes coming from? Okay, so let's just do regular filters for now. That's an interesting thing, but I don't know, because I haven't seen it before. I haven't really thought of how I might want to use it yet. So we're just going to do a regular filter. So like I said, for this one, it's got no upgrade on it, right? So this one's just going to be for diamond ore. And you see the usages. Get out of there. Okay, you done? Right. So that one's just for diamond ore. That's annoying, isn't it? I forgot about some of these things. Right, go away. Right, now. Okay, so what was I going to put on this one? Okay, yeah. So this is going to be for iron ore. And this, let me just get rid of what's in the chest. That's one way to not have to deal with that. Because there's no point, what's the point of not setting up correctly? Okay, so these should all be pulled, right? I'm sure that I mean this one's probably pull as well, isn't it? Oh no, this one is actually none. Yeah, I keep forgetting this that you can actually have none on it. So let's just do it like that because it's more uh, it's more consistent to do it that way. Because that way you're actually operating via the conduits, aren't you? Um, right. Okay. So we should be good now, right? There goes the diamond. Keep these inventories nice and empty. Insert iron ore. Yep. Where'd he go? I'm not sure what happened there exactly, but it should be alright. Okay, so let's give it a much more demanding job. What about having a stack of coal ore? I bet you won't like that. Where the fuck is it going? It's going nowhere. Did I not set up the filter? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, it looks fine. Oh, really? Let's look at our capacitor. It's losing 100 RF per tick. Alright. So here's the thing, right? In a way, I almost don't need these two, I'm just thinking. Because we're really going to be looking at the coal situation, right? We're going to continuously be processing this coal ore, right? And we're going to be using that. So the question is... So this is going to... So they're all going to burn a certain amount of... So when we put the power monitor anywhere on the power line network, right? What we're going to see is... So we'll put it, say, here. What we're going to see is that the power's going through the conduits nicely. These guys... So the 900 of 1.8 is basically saying only the mills have got energy in them. So yeah, that's the thing. Though I believe that these things will output first, won't they? This guy is the main guy, right? So this is going. It's not actually going to drain it that fast, is it? You know what might make it drain a little bit faster if I just get rid of this. might have a little effect. I could really drain it much faster actually, just by having whatever. So you think yeah. So here's the thing, right? This may not actually be enough. I've realised there's probably not enough going on with this to really warrant what I'm doing, but Let's just make sure it carries on for ages. But what I would like to do is have a system, right, where once it drops below a certain amount, right. So this is what I'd like to have, right? And this is like, in a way, I just want to let me just do this, right? So in a way, what you would want to have is you would want to have the redstone conduits going here. So I'm just wondering, there may be different ways to do this, which is why I'm just wondering. Go away. Right. So what you could do, right, is you want to emit a signal. So if it's basically if the system is in minor trouble power wise, you want a signal here. If it's in more trouble, you're going to want a signal there. If it's even more trouble, you're going to want a signal there, right? So that's what I'm trying to think to do. Now, do you need 3 power monitors for that? I think you do, don't you? You would have to have 3 to get this system to work the way I'm thinking. Because this is only going to be able to emit one. Well, actually, you could actually emit from different faces of the block, couldn't you? So that would be one way to do it. So you're going to want 3. You're going to want 3 signals going into this line. No, the problem is you still can't do it because it's based on this number on this screen here, isn't it? You would have to have 3 just so you can set this 3 different times. So how would you? Yeah. So you say you have something like this, then. So you'd have something like this. You'd have to have 3 power monitors. Okay. So they all need to be connected to both the redstone network and the power network, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to say the first way to do it, I would say, is to think about what channels you're going to want for the outputs, because that way I'll be able to figure out the inputs more easily, right? So for the redstone signal, here's the thing, like, yeah, we'll just put it on an input for the redstone. Oh, you can't actually do input only on redstone. Okay, so that could be a red colour. This can be a green colour. That can be brown, right? So we'll then do the same thing in the same sort of order. So that's going to be red. It's going to be green. It's going to be brown. And then what I want to do actually is, because the thing is these don't work quite the way I really want them to. So, okay, so you can see it quite clearly actually, but so let's do 90 and 90 here. And let's do 70 Well, I guess you wouldn't do it like that, would you? You would have to have them different numbers. Let's just do something like that. So currently it's bloody empty. Can I put that? I wonder if that will go in. That'd be fun if it did. No, the full one won't either. Let's give it a little power. Hello. Oh, right. So yeah, it's using 100, isn't it? So it should be getting... It's getting 720, isn't it? Let's just check on the numbers. So here's the thing, right? We're going to forget about the insertion of coal for now. Well, I'll just do a little... Yeah, I'm not gonna set it up actually. Now I think about it, there's no point. They should actually all be on. The question is, are they going to get the signal? I wonder. Why is that not getting a signal? Is this getting a signal now? Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, so this is really all I wanted to look at. Like, this is sort of the way I want to do the... And that one's going to turn on as well, right? Oh no, it should turn on. It's 50... So it should be able to get up to 58, right? Let's see if I set it up correctly. So you see, this is mitigating the loss. It's making the loss better. And then with that final one going on, so we should potentially see this one go on. There we go. So with that final one going on, it still didn't actually. The problem is, it should generate 80 though. I'm surprised that's still in the negative. And maybe the power's not getting back to this, because I was losing the 40. Oh, the problem is it's just filling in internal. Yeah, that's why with the power monitors it talks about the internal buffers first. So I'm not. If what I really should have done for a fair test would be to fill up the power buffers. Anyway, this episode's probably gone long enough. So thanks for watching.